What's up, boys and girls? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Sorry for the angle. You know, that morning light. It's a trip. So look, here's the deal. Yes, there's a lot of recession talk for 2018. A lot of people are saying the tariffs, Erica, the things going on, you know, insurance costs, things seem a little out of whack. And here's the deal. It possibly may be a recession this year. I know a lot of people won't even participate in the recession. Now you're going to say, wait, what does that mean, Erica? Some people won't participate. Some people won't be participating. And what do I mean? I mean, there's going to be engineers, there's going to be high-paid people who do not financially participate in the recession. Like, they're still going to be making 10 grand a month. They're still going to be kicking it. They're still going to be eating out. They're still going to have a nice car. They are not participating in this recession. Now, some of you on the lower spectrum are. You are just going to end up eating crow in this recession. Now, what can you do? The reason I wrote Smartphone Millionaire is to create additional streams that eventually in 10 years, your life looks very different. Anywhere from 2 to 10 years, your life looks different. But here's the deal. Many people want to give up their thing that pays them to do something they like. And that's dangerous. That's so very dangerous. Now, if you guys know anything about my history here in Texas, I worked in apartment industry as apartment front desk girl, then apartment manager, then a billings manager. And that's a very fickle industry, and I could do tons of videos on that, but I'm not at the moment. But here's the key. I liked real estate. I liked real estate. I liked being around real estate. It was like my passion. I went and got my real estate license, and I realized simply you have to know people. You have to know a lot of people. You have to have a lot of contacts, and you have to have some money for marketing. Now, many people say, nah, I started my real estate thing from the ground up. I knocked on doors. Okay, yeah, let's stop with the stories. Okay, at the end of the day, what happens to a lot of people in sales? You know, they start with 150 people they know, and if they don't know many more people, their career has a struggle moment because they have to learn how to market to new people. And so real estate, whether you're on the investing side or the flipping side or the sales side, it's a great career, but you still have to ask the fundamental question: how do you get people into the door? Now, how does this pertain to recession talk? If you have a great job, if you have a skill, do not give up your skill. Because what's happening is many people are giving up a skill to go do something they want to do. And this is how multiple streams of income isn't for you to just go, I got some money, I'm going to go do what I want, I'm going to go start my dream business, I'm out of here. Multiple streams of income, it comes out of the place of, my one thing is working so well that I'm going to spill off $1,000 a month into investments. And I honestly want to start saying on this channel was made for 2 types of people. When it started, it was made for 2 types of people. What are those 2 types of people? People who had lost their job and they were looking for new things to do. And what are those new things to do? I talked about, which I'm thinking I'm doing an update version for that. But the key here is a lot of people want to say, well, Erica, I want to leave my job and do something new. This channel's for 2 people. People who had needed to start over and needed to hustle up some income, but still make sure they had their investments on par and it made sense. And number 2 was for people who had money. You already had the money. Where do you need to place the money? See, what happens a lot of times, people make money and 2-3 years later, they done got comfortable. They got new cars. By the time they call me, Eric, I want to do this new thing. And I'm like, you got a new car, new house. It is not the time to start a new business. Time to start a business, even on the side, is when you have old car, you know, paid off car, low expenses, and some capital to do it, right? A credit card or a business line of credit. A lot of people will comment in the comment sections, I want to start investing in real estate. I ain't got no money and my credit ain't right. You're not there. You're not there unless you are going to partner with somebody and work with them and clean up the place or do sweat equity, which is your hands, your labor. You're not there. And I know people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And it sucks. But here's the thing. You know, the 2 people, if you're in a position where you're at a job and it's paying you well, can you kick off $1,000? If your first thing is not strong, if your first thing is not strong enough to give you $1,000 off to the side, you need to go do a side hustle or a side thing that helps you get that money. Now, why? Here's my theory. Here's why. A lot of you will say, well, Eric, I've got, you know, student loan debt, I got car debt, I got this new mortgage or whatever, all these different things. And I don't have any money to invest. Well, that's the gap. You have to mine the gap. Where is the money for you to invest? Now, when I talk about examples of investment groups, like Todd Capital is just an easy one for me to talk about. You know, on the stock side, it's $25, $50, $100, whatever you want to do a month. All right. And then on the real estate side, to get in a deal, it's going to be $500 to $1,000 a month, right? Well, no, it's like if you want to get in a deal, like they've been closing on a house a month. So you would put your $500 in or put your $1,000 in, depending on what the deal required. And a lot of people want to, like, Eric, I want to do real estate. I want to flip houses. I want to do all this stuff, but they don't even have 20 grand to go flip a house. They don't have 20 grand to go remodel a house. Now, could you have a Home Depot card? Could you have a Lowe's card? Could you work out labor costs with the contractor? Of course, all day, every day. But, you know, there's a way to start things, and I think I've done this channel a disservice because I've talked about many topics along my own journey. And so some people think, well, I'm going to just go tomorrow and I'm going to start investing in real estate. Well, do you know anybody? Do you have handyman? Do you have contractors? Do you have real estate agents? Do you have a Rolodex of people? If you needed to call today, could you pick up the phone and give them a call right now? I know right now I could go get in my phone right now and call some workers out of Killeen, some people in Killeen to buy a house, flip it, reinvest it, whatever. I know I can call some people right here in Austin, 3 different companies. I know I could call 4 or 5 different plumbers. A lot of it is who you know and working together, partnerships. You know, the financing, what's going to happen in the next year, regardless if we have a recession or not, or we're aiming towards one. You got the great, nice credit. You got that shiny credit. You know what I mean? And you got some money. You're going to have some choices. That's just it. You know, a lot of people are trying to avoid cleaning the credit. Like I have had one person call me and say, well, I tried to wait 7 years to make sure everything fell off, and it didn't. Well, that's not how it works, boo, because they'll just keep selling your debt to other people, and then now you got this zombie debt that's following you around, putting multiple accounts on your credit. And that's why this stuff is important. And that's why I really can't get, you know, focused with people comparing themselves, people whining about what other people are doing, because it's not about what they're doing. It's about where you're at. Are you in a position where you can invest $1,000 a month into a project right now? If someone came to you and was like, hey, I got this house. It's only $13,000 cash. You know, it's in bad shape. I've got $6 grand. Do you have $7 grand? Those type of deals happen for people who have cash reserves on the side. If you don't have the cash reserves on the side, that's what Smartphone Millionaire is for. It is for you to start at where you are, wherever you are. If it's Lending Club, and some of you are complaining that Lending Club wants you to put $1,000 down, I think that's based on state, but it may have just been they changed the rules. Or, you know, you start with Prosper. Or there's countless other examples in the book. Anybody who has the book can tell you. There's countless websites, countless WeFunder. You can invest in startups. You can invest in so many things, from $10 to $25 to $50. Really the choice is yours. And when people say, well, what if I lose money, Erica? Honey, you already losing money in the type of economy we're in. You're losing to inflation. You're losing to taxes. You're losing to debt. So when you ask me, what do I think about if you lose some money? I want to go, you're already losing. You're already losing. What do you mean? So there's a book, a 16% Solution. I'm always talking about it on the channel, because I want you to kind of get your mind wrapped around these little 2 and 3 and 4% these banks are offering you is an insult. It's an absolute insult. And if you get to higher, at some point in your career, in your life, if you ever get in some of these apartment size investing groups and some of these bigger league groups, the average investment numbers are like 23%, 20%. Like, you know, people were mad in one group because the guy promised 23 and they got 21 or 20.5. And at the end of the day, he had to go, are you serious? You still got 20.5% interest in an apartment investment. You know what I mean? So the key of what I'm trying to say to you guys is assess where you are. Like, assess where you are. If things went sour tomorrow, where are you at? You know, start with the pie. You know, the reason I keep going to pie theory, and if you look at some of my old videos, I'm like, I just want a little pieces of the pie. And the little pieces of the pie are stocks, investments, land lots, real estate, you know, the reason I jump with Todd Capital and other investment groups, I'd rather own 1.6% of an apartment complex than none of an apartment complex. I'd rather own 2% of a house than no percent of a house. And people kind of laugh at that. They want to be the boss off the back. You got to have boss money to be the boss right off the back. And I'm not trying to insult you. What I'm trying to say is bite your way there. Like, take little bites of the elephant to get there. You know, what is the elephant for you? If the elephant for you is working for yourself, well, first you've got to create like streams of income. You've got to have 1 or 2 or 3 things that are going strong. And what is strong? Strong is different for everybody. $500 can be strong. If I sell 20 books, that's $500. That's strong. That's strong. And that 500 can go push back into Lending Club, or that 500 can go push back into my E-Trade account. I don't have to like use that money to live. But some of you are wanting to create more streams of income to live off the money. Streams of income are things you can push, and then you also get, you don't need them right now. See, people are mixing it up. They want living income. Streams of income, when you try to first grow them, they're gonna be little. In that time frame of growing your streams, if you grab the monthly smartphone millionaire, there. Okay, you say, well, Erica, no, I don't have enough money, and I'm gonna grab Money on Tap. We talk about countless things in that book. Money on Tap has 32 daily hustles. 32. We go over, and then another additional part of the book has 20. So it's like, I give you all the different options in the books. Money on Tap gives you the options. And so a lot of people, you know, ignore that, don't want to hear that. But here's the deal. If you start doing, let's say, for example, Notary Republic, okay, and then you're doing some DoorDash, and then so in the middle of your day, those 2 things alone probably could give you $500 to $1,000 a piece. So now we had 2. Now we had 2 grand. Okay? I mean, what's the problem here is 2 types of people. If you're in a great job and it's giving you money, keep that job. Like, everybody doesn't jump off and I'm gonna work for myself. No. Keep that job, and until you start having 10 things. Again, we talked about that. 10 barriers between you and homelessness. Like, that's crazy to me that I will get calls from people and they're like, I'm on my last dollar. You know, I'm about to lose this car. Like everything's going downhill. And when I literally told somebody, well, you know what you need to do? You need to go do DoorDash for a week. Get you $1,000 up. They're like, man, I really don't want to be delivering food. Are you kidding me? You about to lose your place. You can't be talking about investments because that's not your place right now. That's nice. That can make you feel good talking about investments in real estate, but you're not there. So a lot of times when I'm on the phone with you guys, I always am thinking about where I was at when I was asking these questions. Where was I at when I wanted to invest in real estate and really have this great future? And I realized, dude, a little bit at a time. How can you know where you're going if you're not writing it down? How can you tell me where you want to go if you don't have it written down? Like, hey, in 5 years, this is what I want to be doing. In 5 years, future you has a rental. In 5 years, future you has this. You know? And even if you, I think sometimes people go, well, I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty comfortable, Erica. And there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. There's nothing wrong with that. But comfortable is the death of growth. You can't, it's hard to be super comfortable and grow at the same time. Growth in its own nature requires some uncomfortableness. And what I have to tell people is sometimes when you look at student loans, imagine your house on fire. I mean, a student loan is your house on fire. And you're going, no, it's cool. I got these student loans, but they're over there. They're over there. It's cool. Part of your house is on fire. And how are you going to put it out? If you lose your job tomorrow, how do you put that fire out? And that's how you should look at streams of income. They're just ways to put future fires out. They're just ways to grow. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's so hard for me to get on the phone with people and I go, do you have any gold? Do you have any silver? Do you have any ammo? Do you have any guns? Do you have any weapons? Do you have any land lots? Do you have anything of value to sell? And people are kind of, you know, disenchanted when I ask them these questions because they don't. They don't have anything to sell. They don't have anything stocked up. They don't have it. Well, that's what your money's for. Your money's for you to for it to go to work. Not just to make it and have it and like, woo, I got money, but like for it to go to work. And that's how you have to look at it. So yes, are we possibly heading to recession in the year? Sure. But if you've got a strong skill, if you're making $10K a month, it's going to be hard to take it from you. If you're a great customer service person, it's going to be hard to take it from you. If you're a great salesperson, it's going to be hard for them to take it from you. You know, you have to decide, what kind of career field am I in right now? And is this replaceable? Can I be replaced tomorrow? Okay, that's one thing. And two, these cars, man, these cars are eating y'all alive, yo. Cars are eating y'all alive. Pay these cars down. Pay them down. I'm talking to a lot of people with 20% interest on their car. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's someone's making 20% interest off you. Are you not enraged? Do you not want your money back? You know, that's some of the stuff that just blows my mind. So I didn't mean to do this for long. I'm going to actually go training this morning. Pew, pew, pew kind of training. And so good morning, Archie. Good Monk. Howdy. From Baltimore. Whoa. Good morning, Lady T. Ernest. Good morning. Scorpio. Sister. Chris T. Somebody's credit score jump. BJ. Okay. So look. The people that's going to win are not going to be people that have been sitting on the sidelines. Let me just keep it that way. Because at the end of the day, when people are like, oh, when the recession happens, I'm going to be winning, you know, I'm going to be investing all this money, I'm going to be doing all this. No, you're not. No, you're not. You don't know anybody in the industry. You're not in the industry. You're not going to be buying up houses for pennies on the dollar. You're not going to be buying up stocks and other things for pennies on the dollar because you're not in the industry. You're not in the industry. Now, what does that mean? You don't know anybody. How do people keep coming across all these hot deals? They know a plumber, they know a construction guy, they know a house, they know a roofer, they know a painter, you know, and they may not see those people every week or every month, but that guy knows to keep you in his mind because you've bought a house from him before, or you bought a deal before, and they know you're serious. You'll close on another deal. And that's how you get known in your area. You know, everybody's like, I can't go to these RIA functions, Erica, that kicks out of my day. Well, that's fine. But you're going to have to start emailing people in your area so you can reach out and be known. Nobody knows about you. If you don't reach out, they don't know you want to buy a deal. They don't know you have cash. You're not on anybody's email list. You're not on anybody's buyer's list. Like, they don't know about you. You know, if somebody brings you a $50,000 house and all you need is $10,000 down payment, and your friend has 5 and you have 5 and you both have good credit, you're winning. It's a win. Like, keep it simple. And that's the problem. People want to be like, no. Give me the fancy stuff, Erica. Give me the how to get $100,000 in unsecured credit card stuff. You wanted me to tell you how to do that? I did a video on it before. I've already done a video on that before. But guess what? You needed the shiny credit. You need the shiny credit. Period. That video is $100,000 unsecured on the personal side. You're not getting $100,000 on the business side unsecured unless you got documents and tax reports and you filed reports on that. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I've already done a video on that, and I bet you not many people have. So, look, everybody, this is Erica, Classic On Blog. I'm going to go do my training. Pew, 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 life. But here's the deal. At the end of the day, what are your goals? What are your goals in the next 5 years? Put them in the comments after the video renders. What's your goals in the next 5 years? You already know. If you want to reach me at the comment section. Reach me at the site. Website links are always below. You guys have a wonderful day.